Good morning, dear students. As you all know that we have completed the first lesson of English Oxford, explanation and reading. Today we will discuss the question answers of this chapter. Alright, before we start discussing the answers, I like to tell you that you will not get any questions from this book in your exam or test. This book is just for practice. Let me tell you that in your grammar exam paper there will be a comprehension section where you will be given a story, and based on the story some questions will be given. You have to read the story by yourselves and find out the answers of the given questions. So we will practice that here in this book. I hope it's clear. Alright, let's proceed. Alright children, the answers of these questions has to be written in exercise book. Okay, so you'll write this in exercise book. Now let us start with the comprehension section. The question number A is, what is the road made out of? You remember in the beginning of the story we read that Dorothy was on her way to the Emerald City and she was walking on the road made of yellow bricks. So the answer would be the road is made of yellow bricks. Okay, number B, where is Dorothy going? So where was she going? She was going to the Emerald City to meet the Wizard of Oz so that he can send her back to her home. Alright, number C, what is Dorothy's pet called? And what type of creature is he? So you remember the name of Dorothy's pet? Dorothy's pet is called Toto, and he is a dog. Okay. Number D, why is the Scarecrow in the field? So why was the Scarecrow there in the field? Why was he there? Why do farmers keep scarecrows in the field? To scare away birds, isn't it? So that they don't eat their ripe crops. So the answer would be the scarecrow has been put in the field by the farmer in order to scare away birds so that they don't eat the crops. Okay, alright, next number E. What does Dorothy do to help the scarecrow? You remember in the beginning of the story I told you that Scarecrow and Dorothy, they are very helpful character. In what way Dorothy helps the Scarecrow? That is the question. The answer would be Dorothy helps the Scarecrow by lifting him off the pole. So he was stuck, he was tied in the pole, isn't it? And Dorothy helped him to lift him off the pole. Question number F is, what does the Scarecrow do to help Dorothy? Alright, now the Scarecrow also helped Dorothy. So in what way did he help Dorothy? So you remember when they all started towards the Emerald City, Dorothy, she was carrying her basket in her hand, and Scarecrow asked for her basket so that he can carry for her. So the answer would be the Scarecrow helps Dorothy by carrying her basket. Alright, next, what did the Scarecrow want to ask the Wizard of Oz for? Why was the Scarecrow going to the Emerald City with Dorothy and Toto? Because he wanted brain, isn't it? So he wanted to ask for brain. That is the answer. You will write, the Scarecrow wants to ask the Wizard of Oz for a brain. Okay. Okay, so next we will do true and false. Okay, which of these sentences are true and which are not true? You have to read these sentences and find out if it's true. You have to write true, and if it's not true you have to write not true. So you can do this in your book, no need to write in your exercise book. Okay, now let's read the sentences. The Scarecrow never gets tired. Yes, the Scarecrow never gets tired because it is filled with straw, isn't it? Alright, next we have the Scarecrow is frightened of the farmer. Okay, frightened means afraid. Okay, so is the scarecrow afraid of the farmer? What did he say at the end of the story? He said that I am afraid of only one thing in the world, and that is a lighted match. That means he is not afraid of the farmer, isn't it? So this is not true. Okay, number C. The Wizard of Oz lives in the Diamond City. Dorothy, Scarecrow and Toto were going to meet the Wizard of Oz, isn't it? And they were going to which city? Emerald City. Wizard of Oz lives in the Emerald City. That is why Dorothy, Toto and the Scarecrow were going to the Emerald City. So this is not true. Number D. Dorothy has a dog called Coco. So Dorothy has a dog, that is true, but its name was not Coco. Its name was, yes, Toto. So this is also not true. Number E. The Scarecrow is wearing a blue hat. Is it true or not? Yes, the Scarecrow was wearing blue pointed hat, isn't it? So this is true. Next, the Scarecrow was stuck up on a pole. So yes, he was stuck up on a pole, isn't it? And Dorothy had to lift him off, isn't it? So this is true. The last one. At first, Toto does not like the Scarecrow. You remember Toto, he sniffed around him, isn't it? At first he was smelling and he was behaving very in an unfriendly way, isn't it? So this shows that he did not like Scarecrow at first. So this is true. Okay, so today we will do till here. We will discuss the answers of rest of the exercises in the next class. Okay, now you will write the question answers neatly in your exercise book. Okay, I will provide you the soft copy in form of PDF, and we'll meet again in the next class. Thank you for watching.